Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video we are going to discuss about MS Forms. Okay. Microsoft Forms, formerly Office Forms, is an online survey creator which is a part of Office 365 suite of application. So Office 365 is a bundle of various application. Microsoft Forms form a part of that, okay? Released by Microsoft in June 2016, Forms allow users to create surveys and quizzes with an automatic marking. So you can create surveys, quizzes, etc. with this. The data can be exported to Microsoft Excel. So whatever data you fill, basically you can send this form to different users, and whatever details they fill, for example, you want to feedback of your training, you can fill all the data over here, and it can be exported to an Excel sheet, wherein you get all the responses of the people who have filled those details. In 2019, Microsoft released a preview of Forms Pro, which gives users the ability to export data into Power BI dashboard. So in 2019, you have Forms Pro available to you as well, which can be directly integrated with Power BI, which is a intelligence suite. Okay, so you get a graphical details of all the things that are there in the form, and it is a business intelligence dashboard that you get. Okay, so just to make this even more clear, we are going to log into Office 365. So if you don't know how to log into Office 365, just type this URL and then enter your credentials, your username and password, and you will be logged into various Office 365 apps that you can see. So if you want to go to Forms, you can directly go over here in Office 365 apps, or you can click on all apps and then find Forms over here. Okay. Other option that you have is you can right click over here, open the forms in another window, or you can click on this waffle icon, select all apps, find forms over here, right click on this, open forms in another window. Okay, so it will take you to this screen. So it is giving my name over here. Welcome to Microsoft Forms. Easily create surveys, quickly create quizzes, analyze data in Excel. Okay, so if I click on create a new form, I'll be taken to the screen. Okay, so as soon as you start creating a form, it automatically starts saving that over here. Okay, so this is an automatic thing that happens. You can see all the responses once you have created the form. So what I'll do, first thing we can see is preview. So you can see this form is, I would say, we haven't entered anything, so we are not seeing a lot of things in the preview. You can also see it, how the users accessing it from mobile will see it. Okay, so you have different views over here. First thing that we should do is go for themes. Okay, so there are some default themes available to you, so you can use these themes to basically make your form more interactive or visually appealing, basically. So you can choose any of the themes. I'm going to choose this very IT theme, I would say, or you can add your own pictures. Okay, so you can add your own theme over here. That option is also available. So there's a lot of customization that you can do over here. So the form name that I'm going to add is, for example, I'm going to add forms training feedback. Okay, so as soon as I start typing, you can see change in the themes. You can add multiple themes over here. If you want, you can change the theme on the right hand side. Okay, so multiple options you have. So I'm going to keep this as very IT theme. Okay, you get the theme ideas over here. Okay, so if you can see, the name of my form has been also changed, forms training feedback. Enter description. So this is to capture the trainer's ability to teach MS Forms. Okay, so you can provide a brief description over here. You can add an image over here as well. Okay, that option is also there. Let's see, you can also search it on Bing, so you can search it online, or you can import an image from your OneDrive, or you can upload your own images as well. Okay, so let's upload one of the thumbnails that I have. So you can see an image will be added for you as well. Okay, okay, it's facing some issues. You can basically add a custom image. That is what I wanted you to see. Let's try it once more. If it works, then it's great. Otherwise, we have to just move on. So let's add this image. Okay, I think the image is too large. Let me add a smaller image. Let's upload the picture. Let's add a small image. Okay, so the image format I believe was too large for this. Okay, so you can see you can add an image over here. You can customize the form. If you click on add new, you'll see multiple options available over here. So you can have a choice kind of a question. You can a text question, you can have a rating kind of a question, you can have a date based questions or date based uh, question over here. You can have a ranking. You can basically add a linker over here. Okay, linker used to gauge attitudes and options about a topic. So you can gauge basically you can understand capture feedback about a topic as well. You can upload some file over here. You can also add a net promoter score as well, or you can add a new section. Okay, so this is the first section that we are working on. If I click on add section, a new section for will be added for me. Okay, so now it has two sections. This is section 1 now. What I can say is trainer was able to teach effectively. Okay, this can be one of the questions. The students can either add a description or you can ask them to provide a rating. Okay, same question. If I want, either they can have a basically answer, provide a brief description, or they can add a rating over here. Okay, so rating can go from 5 or it can go to 10, and you can either have a star or they can have a number over here. Okay, so let me choose 10 over here, and they can basically say 1 is the least and 10 is the best that the trainer could deliver. If I have star rating, if the response if the person who is responding gives a 10 star, that means the trainer was effectively delivering the training. Okay, you can copy the same. Okay, as soon as you copy this, you can see both these questions are very same. Okay, so you can modify this question. Amenities provided were up to standards. Okay, again you can have a star or you can ask them to provide some details. For example, they can add a small comment over here, enter a description for the same. Also, you can have this question as a required question or not. Some of the respondees can skip some of the questions, so you can decide which questions are important and you really want these questions to be there. Also, you can move some questions up or down. This question cannot be moved up because this is the part of this first section. If I want to move this question down, I can do that. I can again move this question up. Those options are also there. You can delete it, you can copy the same question. Okay, you can add another question. So this can be a text based question. Overall feedback. So you can have overall feedback over here. This is a long answer, so they can add a lot of things over here. So you can have this long answer over here. If I go to add new, I can also add some date. Okay, so when do you want to attend new training? So they can provide a date over here. Okay, so basically they can choose a date over here. Besides this, you can go for other options. You can provide ranking over here. So you can provide what is the app that you use most. Okay, so this is a ranking kind of a question. So you can provide multiple options over here. So you can provide, for example, Word. You can provide planner. You can provide option like forms. Okay, this is just a example. You can add multiple options based on this. So the people who are responding to this quiz will basically see all of these options to them. Okay, so besides this, you can add linker. Okay, so you can have multiple statements. So based on that, you can have different options that you can be added over here in a linker. Okay, If you want to add something else as well, for example, you can provide a file upload option. A new folder will be created in OneDrive. Files uploaded by responder will be captured in this folder. Note that the responder names and file details will automatically be recorded in OneDrive. So if you add this file option, all of the things that the user is going to upload over here are going to be added to your OneDrive, your local OneDrive. Okay. Then you can have Net Promoter Score. These options, how likely you recommend us to a friend or colleague. So you can have 0 to 10. Okay. This is a required field that you can add. Besides this, you have a various section option. So again, you can create another section. So this is a section 2 that is created. This is section 1. This can be, for example, you're capturing feedback, and this can be, for example, you're capturing their own data, for example, name. Okay. Then you can add text, for example, email id. So all of these details you can add like this. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. If you want to preview this, this is how the other person who is going to respond see all of this. So you can see all of these details. So this is how the other person is going to see. If they're trying to access it from your uh, PC or laptop, they're going to see it like this. If they're going to access it using their mobile device, they're going to see all of these details like this. Okay. Also, you have an option to share this form. So once you have created this form, you can copy this and share it with anyone in the email or any other way, or you can directly send an email across like this. Okay. So you can send this link to anyone and they will be able to basically access this form, or you can embed this in the website. That option is also there. You can also find a QR code to basically fill this form. Okay. And if I, for example, want to copy this link, and if I open it in some other browser, so it is going to ask you to log in. For example, I'm going to log in with some other user. Let's hope I remember the credentials. If I say yes, so this is how the people will see the form. Okay. So for example, I'm going to enter some details over here. So you can add some inputs over here. You can say a date. Okay. So what is your favorite app? I would say Forms for today. This is my first ranking. This is my second ranking. This is my third ranking. Okay. You can have multiple options and you can choose, you can provide a statement and multiple options for the same. You can upload a small file over here. Let me upload this image file. Okay. How likely are you going to basically recommend this to a colleague? I'll say 10. If you go to next, it is asking for your email ID. I'm just providing a random email ID, and then I'm going to click on submit. Okay. So thanks, your response was submitted. You can submit another response or you can create your own form. So all these details you'll see over here. So if I go back to my account over here, and if I see responses, I can see notification that you received one response. Okay. So if I click on this, I'll get this response. So you can see, view the result over here. One respondee, what they responded over here. Okay. So what were their different choices? Okay. So all of these details you can see over here. Okay. You can see NPS, you can see all their email addresses, their name, all these details over here. Okay. You can also view the result like this, and you can see all the details over here. You can browse through multiple respondees. You can also see the name of the user. You can also see how much time they took to respond to your form. Okay. You can delete the response or you can print it on your local system if you want to capture it on your basically on paper. Okay. You can have that feedback on paper as well, or you can open it in Excel as well. So if you go over here and if you go to this file and if you open with Excel, you can see all the feedback is also captured on an Excel sheet. Okay. So that way you can capture responses of multiple people, and all of these details will be there on your Excel sheet as well. Okay. Okay, going back to our forms. You can share it. We have already seen this option. You can see multilingual options. You can say change your language. So if you want to basically create a form in your local language, you can do that over here. You can also provide feedback for the same. You can also find terms and condition for Microsoft Forms. So if you go to forms over here, you can see two forms I have. One is training feedback that I created earlier. Another form I have created this one. Okay. Any forms that has been shared with you will be shown over here. Any forms that all of your groups, Office 365 groups are using, will be shown over here. Okay. Similarly, you can add these forms in Microsoft Teams as well. Okay. You can create a form, and similarly you can create a new quiz. So all the options that we saw earlier are the same over here. So you can create either a form or a quiz, and all of these responses will be captured for you. Okay. So this is all about what we needed to see for Microsoft Forms. And if you find this video helpful, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.